Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look here at another Four Horsemen tribute to MOTU from the Mythic Legions line. And this character is Zenithon, who is obviously a tribute to this man here, Stratos. And yes, I think he looks really good. I love the colors that they did here. Let's take a look at the side of the box here. Zenithon, there's his bio if you want to pause and read it. There's the back of the box if you want to pause and read all of that. This is all the figures that came with this wave. Oh, and I just realized that all of the packaging art from the Four Horsemen, from Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legion, is done by Nate Baertsch, which I love that. That's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Nate Baertsch's art. Ever since he did that 40th anniversary He-Man package, I'm really happy about that. Oh, and he's part of the Reindeer Gang, which I just learned the name of it. This is Zylona's Flock, which is sort of the elven faction of Mythic Legions, of the world of Mythos. All right, let's open it up and take a look at what's inside. All right, so here he is out of the box with all of his accessories. Zenithon from Mythic Legions. Obviously, I will be referring to him as Stratos from here on out. And look at all of this stuff that he comes with. Pretty cool. He comes with two different types of staffs here. This one we've seen before with the Bryophitus figure, which is the Mossman figure. He comes with this staff. But it's a brown version, and then this is a different staff. I don't know which figure this would have come with before, but so this is a different one now. And the staffs each have heads here. One of them is a trident, which is pretty cool. And the other one is also a different type of trident. But this one is sort of a callback to his scepter, because his scepter does have like these green orbs in it. But this scepter also came with the Skeletor tribute figure. Yeah, this was the one that they put on top of the staff, and they put the helmet like on top of it. So this is a ball joint for like the 1.0 heads that you could put on there. So that's pretty cool. So that's that. So that's to recreate his royal scepter. I'll show you that later. He's got two straps instead of just one, and they're both in this really bright blue. Very cool. Kind of recreating the straps from his jetpack. And he's got these two expressive flying hands. So that's nice, just to make it look like he's flying through the air. He's got these two simple little plugs here, and these go into the side of his helmet right here. Oh, it's a little tight. I might have to warm him up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to warm him up. But in any case, they go into these peg holes here. Very similar to this head here from the Manny Faces tribute figure. These are the same kind of pegs as those. He comes with this beautiful extra head sculpt here, and this is the Mossman also came with this head sculpt, but it was covered in flocking. That's a really nice paint job that they did on this figure. Look at that. That looks wonderful. So this character in Mythos is like a half angel, half orc. And he's like one of Zylona's, I guess, messengers. So he's sort of like a Hermes type character in Mythos. beautiful, beautiful head sculpt. And he comes with these shoulder pauldrons. But these shoulder pauldrons are tiny. Like, these do not look like the regular Mythos shoulder pauldrons. Normally, they're like oversized. So I think these are like the pauldron for the elf type characters. I don't know why they gave them such small pauldrons. But they made up for that with these huge wings. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Let's take a look. It's articulated so you can open and close them. It's a beautiful red plastic with all of this nice like black wash to bring up the details. That is gorgeous. And finally, I get to use this peg. This is the Mythic Legions like wing accessories. So you plug in the wings into here, but again, I also have to heat this up, otherwise it won't fit in there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Finally get to use one of those on an actual winged Mythic Legions figure. I did use it before, but I'll show you that later. And it's not on a Mythic Legions figure. But now let's take a look at the figure himself. I love what they did here with this. This is a dwarven helmet, but they gave him the Stratos colors with the big blue eyes and the black in there. And this is really cool. Just kind of plays off of his beard. Really, really neat design. And of course, this is the 1.0 body. So it's got all the same articulation, the 1.0 Barbarian body. But look at all of this beautiful paintwork that they did here to make it differentiated. Like this has like a nice like metallic finish to this red, and then you got this red, which is a little darker. On his hands as well, these gauntlets also have a slight metallic finish to them, which is really neat. But then on the inside, this is a flat red. Same on this side. It's got this belt here, and this is the same belt that was on the actual Trapjaw tribute figure. You know, I don't have that figure, but I really, really love this. They did it all in this red, and they gave this silver kind of dry brushing there just to bring up the details. Very nice. And then the blue has the same kind of finish as the red, where it's a flat blue and a metallic blue together. Same on his shin guards. He's got the nice metallic blue on the outside, but then on the inside it's a flat leathery blue, which is really, really cool. Kind of has a little holster here, but I don't have a weapon to put a holster in there. He doesn't come with a dagger. But hey, you know, this line is all about like kit bashing, so maybe I can find some kind of dagger to put in there. And look at them toes. What are those? He's got bare feet, but Stratos also had bare feet, so that's actually looks really nice. Yeah, it's an awesome figure. I got a little bit of a scuffing here when I pulled him out the box. The wire that comes wrapped around him kind of like snapped back, and it kind of scratched his shoulder a little bit there. A little bit of a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. It's still okay. And the gray is not just like a flat gray. He does have a wash in there to highlight his musculature. So that's really nice. Yeah, the paintwork that they do on the figures is excellent. And I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for this. I found him on eBay. Very, very good price. So I was happy about that. Some of these figures are not as expensive as I thought they were. I have been able to find the ones that I found them at a really, really great price. So I've been really happy about that. So it's not like you have to pay an arm and a leg for all the figures. It's just, I guess there are those figures that are just like super popular, that those are the ones that are like, wow, crazy. Like the He-Man tribute, the Skeletor tribute, Man-at-Arms tribute, like those are like $800 and up. I was like, holy cow. But these are really nice. They're still within the retail price. So I was really happy about that. All right, let's gear him up and see what he looks like. All right, so here is Stratos fully kitted out. And I think this looks amazing. Look at this. Yeah, I'm just blown away. Like the paint, the sculpt, the detail on these wings really just, they just do something amazing to this figure. Yeah, and his colors, the fact that he's like the perfect like Stratos colors. You can use his wings to help balance him if you want to stand him. So that's really nice, because I thought this was going to be a pain in the neck, but it's not. And oh, look at this. You can open up the wings to have him fly. And that's really great. Now, to have the wings like this, you are going to have to like lean him up against something because he is back heavy, and that will definitely make him fall over. But look at that. That is stunning. I love it. This is really amazing. Yeah, somebody in the Cabal mentioned him, and they said, yeah, like since you're looking at some really cool MOTU figures, you might as well try to find this guy. And I found him. I found him at just about the same retail price, and I'm really happy. It's the full package too. So yeah, it's got everything. I could not be happier. And of course, you know, if you want to, you could put him up with his brother here, his Masterverse brother. And you can see he's got the red scepter, and it's very much in the same kind of shape. Just kind of has that trident there. And this kind of has that same shape too. I think the head is really, really cool. And yes, as you can see, their colors work very closely together. Amazing. What a fantastic, fantastic tribute by the Four Horsemen. All right, and here he is, wings unfurled, flying next to my Nemesis Enforcer, who this was the figure that I put the Mythic Legions wings on. This is from one of the vampire characters, and I think it looks amazing. Yeah, it looks side by side. They look really cool. You could definitely see them, like, you know, trying to fly around each other, attacking one another. Over here, you could see this is the same Mythic Legion wing peg, but I put it upside down. And this I actually hot glued onto his back. I had to do some shaving of this backpack peg, and then I hot glued it to his back, so that way it wasn't moving around, and it worked perfectly. And now, like, you know, I have him, you know, being able to give chase to my Stratos here from Mythic Legions. I love it. My two winged creatures, they're gonna look amazing on my display. All right, and here he is next to the other Zalonia flock member here, Bryophitus, otherwise known as Mossman. This is a fantastic tribute to Mossman, and yeah, they're on the same team, so that's really, really cool. Obviously, they have the same kind of designs there, and yeah, this is the same head that he has. Well, it's not this head, it's the other one. I switched out the heads because this one gives me better articulation for like looking around and stuff. The beard kind of gets in the way, and the flocking starts coming off, so I didn't want to lose too much flocking on that head. But look at this. Oh, and this is the Batman stand from Fonjoy Toys, and this stand works perfectly for my flying figures. Yeah, it's really strong and sturdy. The gripper has a spring to it, so it holds it nice and tight. It's perfect, absolutely perfect, and I love it. This really kind of completes this figure for me. All right, and switching out the head sculpt, I realized, I was like, oh shoot, if I remove the wings, he looks like Panthro. Look at that. I got the nunchucks from the last Ronin Ninja Turtle and I put it on him. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, outside of the fact that he's their Stratos figure, their Stratos tribute figure, yeah, like, look, he can also be Panthro. And I can put him with my Super 7 Lion-O there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So on top of MOTU, he can also be a Thundercat. I love it. I love this head sculpt. They did a really, really nice job there. He looks fantastic. And yeah, he does kind of look like Panthro. Love it. All right, I hope you enjoyed this look at Zenithon from Mythic Legions, which is the Four Horsemen tribute to Stratos. I think he looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm glad to add him to my Mythic Legions MOTU shelf. He is spectacular. I have heard a little bit of complaining about the fact that, like, oh, like the MOTU tribute figures are too colorful. But nah, man, these are amazing. I love this. This is right up my alley. MOTU is definitely my favorite IP from when I was growing up as a kid. And, you know, the Four Horsemen is just doing amazing work with these figures. So keep pumping them out. I can't wait to see what they're going to release this year, because these MOTU tribute figures have been from the past. And I don't know what they're gonna do this year, but I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.